Hey everybody, Gary McGowan here, and today we're going to do something a little bit different, but kind of the same. You see, a number of months ago, you might remember Toronto Real Estate Board, Stratus, and Teranet launching a new platform called Realm, and that was going to replace Collab. Well, today, December 1st, it's now launched, and I'm going to give you the high-level view of how to use it, how to benefit from it. So let's dive into it. We'll see you on the other side of the intro. That's right, my friends. Realm was launched today, and kind of behind the scenes, I don't know if we've seen any big news releases for it, but maybe this is the soft release, and there's some really, really awesome things with it. And if you've been using Collab, you probably like it and the speed in which you can interact with your clients and so forth. Well, Realm's now taking that to the next level. There's some really cool market data that's woven into it, and also some stats and some history of all the properties and things like that. But what I love about Collab and now Realm is the instant notification and response time that you get from your clients. So you can be both looking at a property and comment on it and so forth. So that's really cool. What I also like about it, which I'll show you, is how much market data is right there at our fingertips with just a few clicks of the button. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen and I'll show you how to log in. How's that sound? If you want to log in, we're going to flip you over to this website here. There's the URL right there. And it may look like your typical Collab login if you've seen that screen before. But here's what we need to do. Just use your TRREB ID. And you can, as soon as you put that in, it automatically recognizes you as a TRREB member. And then you can go ahead and put in your 4-digit password. And then, of course, your authenticator password, which I'm going to look up mine right now and plug that in. And that'll get me right into the back end of the system. Takes a moment to pop in. And I got to say, once you're logged in, the system is really quick and responsive. It does take a moment to log in, as you can see. But again, what I love about it is the market data that you're going to see. You can have access, instant access to the history of the listings, which you can right now in Stratus, but also some of the other market data, which is really cool. So this is the homepage that comes up right away. And we're going to navigate around this a little bit, and I'll share with you what each of the items does. So starting from right to left, so we're going to go backwards a little bit. The first thing that you're going to want to do is just make sure that your profile is set up. Now, if you've logged in for the first time, there will be a little guided tour of how to set everything up. But you can click on the your initials up here and just make sure that your profile is correct. And you can do that by clicking edit profile or settings. And of course, you've got the help icon right here at any given time. So if I click edit my profile, I can confirm in here that everything is correct. And I can go and personalize the emails that go out. I don't know if you know this in Stratus, but you can do this in Stratus as well. And I haven't taken the time just yet to go personalize the emails as they go out to my clients, but you can certainly do that here. And I think this is important because this is what allows you to stand out from the crowd as well. Clicking down, this is how you want the site to view once you log in, when you click on account. So we'll just keep it on the dashboard for now. And then your notifications, how often do you want your notifications to pop up, and when do you want to be notified? That's a new word. Notified about when new listings come up or when your clients are logging in to view properties as well. And then right at the bottom here, you can flip from the light mode to the dark mode. Whatever your personal preference is. I usually have things on the dark mode for my personal preference, but that's okay. Okay, now going back to the top bar here, let's get into some of the things. The first little, the dice that you see, that if you were to click that, that's going to give you access, instant access to all of the links that we're accustomed to in TRREB Stratus. So all of the orange icons here as I scroll down, those are all the same links you're going to find in TRREB Stratus. So if there's some there that you are very familiar with, that's an easy way to get to them. Now, the blue and the green links, those are the new things that are added to Realm, which is really cool. So right with a click of a button, you can create a CMA, the land registry search, and of course, Geo Warehouse, which we always have access to. And what I love is the sold stats. And I'm going to show you some really cool functions with the sold stats. So I'm just going to click off of here. And of course, we've got the little home button or the house button. That'll always take us back to our landing page. And then there's our notifications bell. So notifications will come up there. The next is your chat icon. And that's if you have some communications going back and forth with your clients. Of course, you can upload and save documents to the system just like you can in Collab. And then we have our contacts tab. So right here, I've gone and deleted all the contacts except for one. And that's all in here too. And you can add by simply just clicking that. Very, very straightforward on how to add clients and contacts. Of course, when you add a contact, and we'll dive into this a little bit deeper in later videos, you want to save and invite them to join Realm, and they'll get the client view of all of the information of the listings and so forth, which is really cool. Cancel that. Moving forward, we've got the saved icon up here. So if you have any listings that you've been looking at recently, or if you save stuff, that's all there. So just like you can in Stratus or Collab, that's all for you. You can certainly create lists for your clients as well, which is really cool. And then the search icon or the search field is really awesome. So let me back out of here. I'm going to go right back to the home page, which you can either click on the Realm logo or the home icon over here. And let's just navigate around this page. Of course, on the left-hand side, it's pretty self-explanatory. There's our market stats that come up. And I don't know if we can at the moment, if we can customize this to different areas. Perhaps we can as we look for things. So what I like about it, as you can see here, we're seeing some of the stats as I hover over the different bar graph locations, which is really cool. Of course, these are some of the recent listings that I've looked up just clicking around. Trending, I'm not sure what that's in relationship to or how they're calculating that, perhaps on views, I'm not sure. Of course, if you've had any recent searches come up, that'll come up there. And then land registry, I haven't gone forward and looked up any properties in the land registry just yet, which is really Geo Warehouse. Moving forward at the top right, those are the market areas. So some of us have some market watch locations, just like you do in Stratus. So I tend to keep my eye on Newmarket, Stouffville, Georgina, Stouffville Commercial, Uxbridge, Aurora. Those kind of the areas that I like to keep my eye on. And those are all the, you can see the 4 new listings for Newmarket, 16 were updated, and you can view them all. You can also customize that by clicking the 3 dots here, and you can see more information and certainly manage those market areas that you want to look at. Now, let's focus our eyes back to the middle here. This is really cool. So we've got our big search field right here, obviously, and we can identify how to use this pretty easily. And what I like is when I start typing in here, if I were to type up Newmarket, for instance, not only does it bring up the location of Newmarket, it brings up the neighborhoods of Newmarket as well. And that can be really, really beneficial. Very beneficial. So we're going to leave it at Newmarket. We're going to type that back in and leave it at Newmarket. And I'm just going to click enter. And that you can, which what I'm showing you is you can look up multiple areas and pull it up. However, we're going to leave it like this, and we're going to hit the search button. And now it's going to flip over to the list view on the left-hand side, as you can see, in the map view on the right-hand side, which is really, really cool. And as I highlight properties on the left here in the list view, it'll highlight the property, the corresponding property to the map location on the right, which is really cool. And it's really, really fast. And here's the other cool thing. When I click on the analytics button right to the right of the listings, it's going to pull some analytics for us. Now, it takes a little time to retrieve all the information, and we're looking at a 6-month view right now. And it's looking at the number of listings per month, which is awesome. I love this. And it gives us some more detailed information right below, as you can see. Use this, and it's always good to know your numbers, right? You can flip this over to the total sales really quickly and see it from that perspective. It does take a little moment to refresh, and there you go. You can see the number of months and the number of sales. What I like too is if you want to just look at a 3-month view, click the 3 month, just give it time, a couple of seconds, and it'll refresh. This is awesome. We can even look back 5-10 years, and the max, I believe, goes back to 2004. So there's over the 10-year period, the total of sales. And of course, we always want to know the average price or the median price, and we can do that here. So the medium sale price, give it a moment again, and boom, how fast is that? I love it, especially a guy that loves stats and knowing his numbers. That's really, really cool. Of course, we can look at days on market and everything else. That is so much faster and so attainable, really easy to use, better than the Stratus system and logging into the market watch tables and everything like that. It's all right here, which is awesome. Awesome stuff. Okay, let's flip back to the listings. And let's see what one of the listings looks like. So if I just grab one of these random listings over here, we can tell that this one on Dennis Circle in Newmarket, obviously it tells us it has open house. If I click it, it pops up the actual listing view. So this is just like Collab, and I'm sure you're pretty familiar with looking at listings. If you're a realtor, you can click on the image and it'll pull up. Sorry, if you click on the blue button, it'll pull up all of the images right here, which is great. And then, of course, if you can certainly contact and message the listing agents right from here. You can leave notes for yourself, which is great. And then, of course, along the top, just like in Stratus, it has the attachments and the links for the property, the listing info. Then you can click land registry right here as well. But I'm going to show you something really cool at the bottom of this. Those links, in fact, are going to highlight things right here on this listing page. So, of course, you can view the property right in Stratus, and you can book the appointment, your showing appointment right here online if they're already connected with Broker Bay and Showing Time. And as you know, on TRREB, just about every brokerage on TRREB is joining Broker Bay over this month of December, which is fantastic. Of course, you got the property description. You can view property in Geo Warehouse. That's great. All the information here, just like we're used to. And what I like here, it pulls up, if I can highlight this, it pulls up the land registry information, because we always want to verify that, if we're writing an offer on the property, we want to verify some of this information as well. So that's really cool. And it gives us all of that info right there, which is awesome. We don't have to click back and forth between screens and open up more stuff, which is great. Of course, it has the broker's remarks for us as agents, which is good. And then this is very similar to Collab, where we can click on recent sales and give it the system a moment. It'll pull up some recent sales. And you got to be careful here when you look at this nearby sales, because sometimes it'll pull it back, 12 months or so. And of course, in a moving market like today, we need to look at the most recent data. So you just always have a look on the date on the right hand side here. So of course, this does have some recent sales around it in the last month or two, which is good. What else does it have? Yeah, this is great. Of course, just like Collab, it's got the demographics down here at the bottom, maybe some similar listings to the one that you're looking at, just like Collab does, which is great. You can look at some of the demographics if that's important to your clients as they're getting to know the area. That's all there. But I love how fast this is. On the top here, we can save this. We can like it. We can send it to our client. We can email it directly to our client right here. If I were to click this little gear icon, we can send the broker view full to ourselves, or we can send the client view, of course, over to our clients. And we can do that just by clicking this and then email it, all of that. I'm not going to get into that. That's pretty self-explanatory, but this is really, really great, great system. I love that it's all in one spot. I don't have to keep flipping through windows and so forth. I love the analytics out of it, and very, very intuitive. Now, if I'm searching here, this is something that I found out, maybe it's a quirk. If I'm back on the homepage and I go back, and it'll default, if I want to go search properties, it'll default to my most recent search. So you might be looking at properties and thinking, man, there's no properties coming up in the area. Well, it'll always default back to your most recent search. So I don't know if that's a bug, or that was something that they built into the system, or what have you. So the thing that you always need to do is, remove the shapes up here, or remove any of the search criteria, that it all comes back up. So let's see if that works. I'm doing this live and doing this in one take, so we'll see what happens. If I go back to the home a home button here and I want to search properties, we can search a number of different things. So if I do, this is cool. This is something that I learned earlier today. In the top search bar, if I click here, that's where it'll give me my recent searches, which is really cool. And that's pretty cool there too. So if I go back to here and I want to search, let's do Aurora, for instance, if I can spell it, there we go. I gotta click that and hit the search button and it'll draw the map around it, but I want to remove this. Remove shape. There we go. It should take a moment. Then all the listings come up. Now, if I can refine the search right here. So if I want to look at unavailable unavailable in Aurora, that's how we would do that. Of course, we got to spell things correctly. Aurora, it's going to do that really, really quickly. And of course, we want to do it most likely from a date, because it's going to pull up way too many. Whoops, we're going the wrong way. Way too many properties. So let's look up properties that are sold in November, and we're going to look at all freehold properties. We can, of course, use the search criteria to our advantage if we need to, and we just click apply, which comes up at the bottom there, which I just realized you're not seeing, but there's an apply button at the bottom. Let's see if I can move this. There we go. I'm going to do that one more time. I didn't realize you couldn't see that. Refine, and there's our apply button on the bottom of the screen right down here, which is important. Good stuff. So there's all the sold properties in the town of Aurora, in the city of Aurora over the last month. And again, this is good because we can use the analytics around for this right here as well. We can click on any of these properties to get further information. We can change how we're going to view these properties. So if I go here, listings, I don't want to look at the cars. I want to just look at the tables, just like this, and remove the map. It gives me all of that information, which I really, really love. Fantastic. So very high level of Realm. Dig into it, use it. It's really fast. I love all the information. It's all right here on one screen. We don't have to keep flipping back and forth. Good stuff. I'm going to do some more videos on how to set up the searches and send them to your clients. And the other cool thing, my friends, is there's an app for it for us both as realtors and for our clients, and you can log in and view all the broker listings through Realm, which is amazing, using your TRREB Stratus credentials. So do that. If you loved what I'm doing here, I'm going to be doing many more videos on Realm and how to use it and sending emails and lists to your clients, interacting with your clients. Do please connect with me on YouTube. Love for you to do that. Have an amazing day, everybody. We'll see everybody on the next video. Bye for now.